She is beautiful, captivating, magnetic, and yet something about her feels like a storm, not the kind you run from, but the kind you chase, hoping it might save you while it's tearing you apart. You begin to ask yourself, is this love or is this a game? And worse, why does she seem to win every time? My friend, the battlefield of the heart is ancient, but so is the armor forged by those who learn to rise above it. The Stoics, warriors of the mind, knew this truth. When someone plays games with your heart, you do not fight them with emotion. You outlast them with reason. We live in a world where emotional manipulation has become currency, where silence is louder than truth and affection is used not to heal, but to control. But we are not here to be pawns in someone else's illusion. We are here to become masters of ourselves. The Stoics, Marcus Aurelius, Seneca, Epictetus, never wrote about romance in modern terms. They spoke of the soul, of clarity, of discipline. And yet, their words echo louder now than ever before. They were not seduced by chaos. They studied it. And they knew, if you can master yourself, no one can master you. So if a woman is playing games with your heart, understand this is not about her. This is about you. This is about how we rise above manipulation without losing our dignity. Let us examine the 3 ways we outsmart any woman who chooses to play with our emotions, not through bitterness, not through revenge, but through the ancient fire of Stoic mastery. 1. Observe without reacting. The discipline of perception. Marcus Aurelius once wrote, "You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength." When someone plays games, their power is not in what they say or do. It is in how you respond. She ghosts you, then returns with a whisper. She compliments you, then pulls away. She creates chaos, then watches your face for a crack. This is the first test. She is not testing your love. She is testing your center. The Stoic learns to see without being pulled, like a mountain watching a storm roll in. A true Stoic man does not chase, explain, or plead. He observes. He allows space. And in that silence, he communicates the most powerful message. You cannot control me with inconsistency. I do not bend for confusion. I rise through it. Game playing ends when it meets stillness. For a woman playing games thrives on your reaction. Take that away, and she is left facing her own reflection. 2. Detach emotionally, but remain present. Epictetus taught us, we suffer not from the events in our lives, but from our judgment of them. Detachment does not mean indifference. It means control. You feel deeply, but you do not drown. You recognize beauty, but you do not become a slave to it. You see the game, but you do not play it. Let her wonder why you are calm when she expects chaos. Let her be confused when you respond with thought, not impulse. The Stoic man holds his emotions like a sword, not to lash out, but to cut through illusion. You are not cold. You are not heartless. You are simply unshakable. When she tries to provoke you, pull you into emotional battles, you smile gently. And in that moment, you've already won. This is the way of the inner warrior. Be deeply aware, but not emotionally consumed. Redirect your energy toward your purpose. Amor Fati Seneca reminds us, it is not that we have a short time to live, but that we waste a lot of it. A man lost in a woman's games is a man who has forgotten his own mission. This is where we either rise or collapse. For when someone plays with your emotions, the greatest tragedy is not the heartbreak. It is the distraction, the lost time. the lost potential, the delay in becoming who you were meant to be. But we are not here to wait for clarity from others. We are here to create it within ourselves. Take all the energy she tries to scatter and pour it into your craft, into your discipline, into your health, your mind, your purpose. This is amor fati, the love of fate. It is not about resisting what happens. It is about absorbing it, using it as fuel, and rising higher because of it. Let her see you grow in silence. Let her wonder why her games no longer hold weight. You do not retaliate, you evolve. And in that transformation, you become untouchable. The ancient Stoics were not immune to love, but they loved through strength, not need, through presence, not possession. They did not seek control over others. They sought freedom within themselves. A woman who plays games may succeed in bending a man who is lost, but she will shatter herself against a man who has found his center. So we return to the mirror, as all Stoics must, and we ask not, why is she doing this to me? But rather, what inside me still responds to the game? Let that be the fire we walk through. Let that be the battle we win, because when you are no longer swayed by illusion, when your peace becomes your boundary, when you stop chasing and start becoming, you will realize the game was never yours to play, and your heart was never meant for war. It was meant for greatness.